My friend Brittany Renner is here. Good to see you, Brittany.
Good to see you too. I was excited when I was like,
You're like, hey, I'm Brittany.
This is at the BET Awards, by the way.
So, you've had a lot of changes in your life.
I have. Alhamdulillah for that.
The mindset that it takes to go from this, to be a public figure and have to fully rebrand yourself mind over matter. This is Brittany Renner, a newly reverted Muslima who is showing her journey to the world. She has so courageously been public with her transition and submission to Islam, even being open and honest about her celibacy and how she won't even touch a man unless she's married. Kevin Gates, also a reverted Muslim, seems to be the one she has chosen. There is no dating in Islam, and this is their first public appearance together. She has been all smiles in every appearance that we've seen them together, but what does it say about her mentality? From the modeling contracts to brand deals, she has had to fully navigate a mindset that supersedes what people think of her. It takes mindset, self-worth, deep reflection, vision setting, and undefeated trust from the Most High to boost your brand and boost your business.
So I tried to give you a hug earlier.
Yes.
And you were like, no,
access denied.
You can't do hugs.
Yeah, no.
This is part of your faith.
Yeah, and I mean, just what makes me comfortable. Like,
No,
I don't
know. I'm trying to make you uncomfortable.
No, yeah. I mean, I think for me, it's like, in my mind, I'm kind of like, why is any man giving me a handshake, a hug?
Yeah,
a
I was like, what about and we did this.
We did this.
Air high five.
Because I just feel like there should be no man touching me except my husband.
Mr. Gates. Yeah. Are you guys married?
Why she look down?
Or is this like a, I don't know. How does this, I mean, first of all, Kevin's the best. Mm-hmm. You got to keep her. He's a great guy. Very, very, very. Is he still, are you guys, is he going, did you release his semen retention?
You tonight, how does it feel to have him stand behind you, and what is it about him that you were like, he's the one for me?
His name echoes in every chamber of my heart. And it's hard to describe a love like that. All I can say is that I'm with the person that I quite literally dreamed of. And to be able to just wake up next to him and spend time with him, even to have him here behind me, it's like so surreal. I'm like, oh my God, I love him! So yeah, he's just the most beautiful person inside and out that I've ever met. And I'm just so thankful that Allah blessed me with him. Okay, first of all, you guys like 3 questions. So
okay, well, first things first. He was doing semen retention.
Just real quick so that you guys can understand the importance of picking up on body language. When there's somebody that is pressing their lips as often, I mean, it's an habitual thing that she's doing. She's pressing her lips like every other second, specific to talking about her faith, specific to talking about Kevin Gates. You must understand what that means. It often indicates negative emotions, tension, or some type of personal conflict. Pay attention. Let's go.
Last time I saw him, has the retention been lifted?
Okay, well, that's a question you'd have to ask him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's wild.
We got married April 6th and divorced May 28th.
So you're divorced?
Yes. But there is a 90-day waiting period in Islam where it's basically you have 90 days to see if you're pregnant, because then he would be responsible, right? And then also in those 90 days, it's for reconciliation because Allah wants you to stay married. And then during those 90 days, you are not to entertain anybody romantically. So what I will say is that Islam has made my life a lot easier. I think even with this transition and, things changing, right. Honestly, it's like, I don't think anybody gets married to not stay married. So I think my biggest thing for me is this is a nice 90-day reset, just focusing on myself and pouring into myself. And what I also will add is that I followed my heart, and that's more than what most people can say in this world. And I have no shame in that. That's why I'm here. BET Awards. As you can see, I'm out here on this blacktop by myself.
Yeah, I feel like you've always been, I think anybody who ever speaks with you or listens to your long-form conversations will have, I feel like you have your misconceptions because obviously you're in tabloids, you're on Basketball Wives, you're on online.
Yeah.
People make their assumptions about you and who you are, but I feel like anybody who's ever heard you speak and articulate yourself knows that you have a great head on your shoulders and you're not some flop. You know what I'm saying? So. Damn. So the divorce was like a week ago. Damn.
Whoa.
That sucks.
Hi, everyone. My name is Brittany Renner, and I'm here with the one and only Kevin Gates. How you feeling?
Amazing. Hey, thank you. Hey, this I don't care if you get this on camera. I just want to say thank you for being an amazing person, always living in your truth. You inspire others silently. They probably don't want to admit it, but you inspire me. Thank you so much.
And thank you. Let me tell you something. So my first Rolling Loud I did in 2019 is when I first saw you.
Yeah.
And you were actually, Will and I worked together, and you were the only person that I wanted to see the entire festival. And today in 2022, it still rings true. You were the only person I wanted to see.
Did you like what you saw?
I actually loved it. I actually love what I'm seeing now.
Many plan, but Allah is the best of planners. So I don't question that, and I don't feel like it's a sucky situation because what is meant to be is always going to be, you know.
So you guys end up divorced, and now there's like a 90-day cool-off period if it reconciles, or you happen to be with child.
No, I'm not with child.
You're not. Okay.
No,
I don't know you. That's what you said.
No. I'm saying that's what the time period is for. Yeah. That's why that's in place for that. So it's like, so basically, if you were to, divorce, and then he's like, oh, it's not mine. So there's the 3 cycles. That's kind of why it's 90 days. 3 cycles.
I can imagine being who you are.
Mm-hmm.
How much courage and how much it takes for you to step out publicly with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
He referred to you as his wife in videos. Is this confirmed? Like, okay, like, not my cousin. Where did y'all get? Okay, so that's what's up. Congratulations. How is it being a wife? Like, what's your favorite part about being a wife?
Being with the person that I love the most.
Yeah.
His name echoes in every chamber of my heart. So to be able to experience life with him has really just been a dream come true.
Yes.
This is that pandering bullshit. Let me also take a step back and say that I had left Brittany Renner alone, all right? I saw she changed up her Instagram, right? She converted to this new faith. And the last time that I did content on her, I said to myself, maybe this is what it took. I mean, she's got a young boy that she's raising, right? Maybe now she's looking at her image as it was been projected for the past several years now, which her career was made by her dancing with a G-string on. That's how people originally got to know her. Then they became much more acquainted with her with the PJ Washington situation. She has gone public speaking about how to trap athletes, wrote books talking about her escapades. She's essentially Superhead Mini-Me. She's taken concepts of Superhead and has transposed that into her own career with this kind of social media spin on top of that. But then even within all of that, I said to myself, maybe I'm off. Maybe this conversion, maybe that's what it takes. Yeah, maybe that's what it takes. And then you come to find out that she converted because a man that she wanted, that was the apple of her eye, wanted her to. Not because she wanted to, but because he wanted her to. Then you come to find out later that same guy divorced her within a few months. This has got to be one of the biggest L's in all of 2025. So what's going to happen now? You're not with the guy anymore. So are you going to reconvert back? Because I'm sure that she's lost a ton of ad sponsorships and deals, a ton of ad revenue, because she stopped doing the thought content that got her popular. All for a man. Crazy. People like this make an absolute mockery of whatever the definition of marriage is in modern day times today. Talk about a rebrand gone wrong. Let's go.
Are you good?
All is truly well. I'm here, aren't I?
Yeah. I don't know. I could just
yeah.
imagine.
No. If I wasn't okay, like I said, I would.
Because I know you like you I feel like you stepping out publicly with somebody is huge for you personally, as for anybody. But you're a public figure, and
yeah.
So,
yeah, I mean, like I said, I followed my heart, and that's more than what most people can say.
God.
And I think when you do that, you get all of the clarity you need, and there's no stone left unturned. You don't have regret, and I think that's really what like a lot of people. Like their issue is even just in dating, marriage. It's like people don't give it their all. They don't just go for it.
Isn't Kevin Gates married?
I feel like, but when you do, you're at peace with whatever happens, because it's like I gave 100%. There's nothing. I left it all on the field, on the table, whatever metaphor. But yeah.
Oh, it's a wrap for her
Do
now.
you feel like, first of all, what are some of the things for you? Because I feel like we've kind of seen you, I mean, I wouldn't say grow up, but we kind of seen you grow up
You guys have.
over the last 10, 12 years, however long it's been since you've been a figure publicly. But
13 years.
Islam, how has it changed you, and how has it kind of helped just with you being a public figure? And like, you know, I feel like we know you to be Brittany Renner. Before that, Bundle of Brittany, and we know that you got on because of the way you look visually, and now I think when you converted to Islam, it took a lot of people off guard. But what are the things that you're able to take from it that, like, you know, are helping you on a day-to-day basis?
This is so crazy.
I would say just even all of the guidelines and different things that are in place. But I think the biggest thing that has been so freeing for me is I no longer belong to this world. I just don't. And there's just so much peace. I feel so content. And I just don't feel like a circus animal anymore.
She was a
so
fairy.
People don't have to respect it. They don't have to like it. I understand people used to jerk off to my pictures and they miss seeing my ass cheeks and all that other stuff. And I have a gorgeous head of hair. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's like the soul always wants to evolve.
Right.
And I feel like I mastered that. My soul was crying out for something different to evolve. So it makes my life a lot easier, even just in terms of dressing and wearing hijab, with the way I conduct myself. It is just in complete alignment with where I am going as a woman and, you know, what I want for myself, too.
Kevin Gates and Brittany got a divorce. I made a video a while back when he made that statement about Savannah, LeBron James' wife. And I said that he was a warlock. There were a lot of women in the comments talking about, yeah, Brittany, that's his get back. That's going to be his karma. She can't. She's a hoe. And a hoe is only to help. And a hoe will only stay around as long as they're helpful. And that man is getting what he need up out that hoe. Once he's done with it, he's going to discard her. She no longer served the purpose because she couldn't do what he wanted done. Meaning that he really just got with it just to piss off Drake. He wanted to get a reaction from his ex. He possibly wanted to get a reality show. He's doing all of this to be able to get what he wanted.
Has it, because obviously, you know, like you said, your son's birthday's coming up, or is he starting to?
Well, he just turned 4 May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, baby.
How has it affect you as a mother?
Good question.
I mean, it's really like,
like, did he was he like kind of confused? Like, Mom, why are you
no. I mean, because like I think one time I wore a niqab, so the niqab is just with your eyes. I'm wearing a hijab. He wasn't fazed by it. You know, he's very used to seeing me in hijab. I've taken it off, I'm at home, you know, off on the couch, he'll grab it, here's your hijab. So, yeah, I mean, he doesn't see, he says a lot of like Arabic words though. He'd be like, Allahu Akbar, like he's a little Muslim baby. And, you know, I wouldn't force that on him. He's his own person, but it's funny. He'll pray with me and stuff like that. So
what inspired you to come to the religion in general? Because like I said, caught a lot of people off guard. Was there anything like a catalyst or something that happened? That
Kevin Gates was the catalyst
to Islam.
I was no stranger to Islam. You know, it was put on my heart a long time ago, like 2019. It was put on my heart then, but I just wasn't ready to accept it. And it's the only religion that I've been drawn to. I loved how peaceful every Muslim I met was. I loved the way they greeted each other. Right. I loved their camaraderie. But at the time, I'm thinking, what does that have to do with me?
Right.
I'm not a religious person, and I'm out here doing what I'm doing. And, you know, last time you guys saw me, you know, I'm getting carried out the club, like getting blackout drunk at
1111 in Scottsdale.
In Scottsdale. Go down there if you guys want to have a good time. But it's
Please.
but yeah.
We'll have to book you for something else now.
I mean,
those that follow the Islamic faith that are down in my comment box down right now, like, what do y'all make of this? Is it acceptable for people to join a faith, but it's now obvious that it was done for a reason that was not true to themselves, but more so a reason to better herself going into the future? And it just so happened that the reason that she chose to do it has now decided that he don't want to do it with her anymore.
The mindset that it takes to go from this to this, to be a public figure and have to fully rebrand yourself, mind over matter. This is Brittany Renner, a newly reverted Muslima who is showing her journey to the world. She has so courageously been public with her transition and submission to Islam. even being open and honest about her celibacy and how she won't even touch a man unless she's married. Kevin Gates, also a revered Muslim, seems to be the one she has chosen. There is no dating in Islam, and this is their first public appearance together. She has been all smiles in every appearance that we've seen them together, but what does it say about her mentality? From the modeling contracts to brand deals, she has had to fully navigate a mindset that supersedes what people think of her. It takes mindset, self-worth, deep reflection, vision setting, and undefeated trust from the Most High to boost your brand and boost your business.
Wow. There's only one way to describe content like this, which is just absolute cope. Or it could just be that's where the particular bag is at. It could be what is trending right now. But it's wild, though, because so many people just simply fell for it. I think it's sick, sad, and pathetic that so many of these people involved in the industry will stop at nothing to maintain relevancy, including shifting religions, in order to do it, in order for clout, in order for the continuation to get the bag. Like, it's honestly so sad. But all right, guys, leave your questions, comments, concerns down in the comment box down below, and you let me know, did you see this coming? And then again, I want to hear from all of the Muslim brothers and sisters that currently watch the channel. To me, it's crazy in modern times today. People are taking a foothold into different religions in order to propagate careers, only to have that decision bite them where the sun don't shine. Until next time, you two. Peace.
She belongs to the street.
Girl, don't hold my hand. You a mattress actress on the OnlyFans. Get your money, girl, but damn, how is that your only plan? What you gonna do when you get too old to strip and dance? Get up out your echo chamber screaming period and yes. You a low down dirty woman if you try to get knocked up by a high value man.